Greetings, Huntsmen and Hunters, welcome back to RWBY-JPDE. Okay, now guys, this takes place directly after the last video, so I thought we'd start with this. Titania, Janara, and Amber. Believe it or not, I used to think it was Titania, but apparently it's Titania, like, you know, the Queen of the Fairies. Someone actually had to say how you pronounce the name, and someone just gave me a very crude way of saying it. Like, just replace the I with the A and put an L there instead, and you realize what it says. It's so stupid, but yeah. Okay. Let's see what goes on here. I wonder what they do after the tournament and Cinder is dealt with. I mean, Titania and Janara will most likely keep on living with Professor Peach since she adopted them. Still, I wonder what they'd want to do with the other than that. And Amber, I mean, who knows how long it'll take for her to wake up, and when she does, what will she want to do? Yeah, I kind of wish they actually did do something a bit more with Amber in the series, because it feels like it's just it's kind of like what they did with Selena Carl. They just, you know, ended her as soon as she appeared. She barely got any screen time. It was such a shame. First, I'd like to go to my family and apologize to them. Oh, here she is. After that, well, depends on what the world will be like when I wake. Princess? Stop. Oh, what? You are a princess. Huh. A lot of princesses in this series, isn't there? I mean, there's Weiss. She's technically the princess of the Schnee Dust Company. Blake is technically the princess of Menagerie. And apparently Yang is also the princess of Mistral. So many princesses. Huh. Okay, I'm sort of getting a Disney vibe here. Nah. Well, that's vague. What about things that you wanted to do before the incident? Good question. Well, the main thing I wanted, which I left Sanctuary for, was seeing the world. As far as I could remember, Sanctuary was everything I ever knew. I wanted to see much of the world as possible, meet so many different kinds of people. I think I'll just start doing that again. Yeah, just stay away from Menagerie. I'm sure the place is lovely, and as long as you go see, you know, the Belladons right away, I don't think you have any trouble, but with the way some of the White Fang are, that might not be a good idea. I mean, Selena might not be a bad thing. You say you're just here to visit, and then you're just going to be leaving. But, you know, pay tribute to her, because I'm sure she'll respect a human who does that, instead of just coming in doing what you please. Hold on, guys. I just want to make sure. Yep, I read all that. Huh. Then, I don't know. I guess I'll have to find something else to do once I'm tired of wandering aimlessly. With an escort this time. Yeah, why don't you join our team? After all, you're technically an honorary member at this point. You're the 5th member of Team Jade. Well, actually, you could actually make it part of it. Because, you know, she's actually got an A. Well, I was about to suggest that. I doubt Cinder will ever stop trying to get your powers. Oh, that won't be a problem. Once Miss Goodwitch manages to secure her, I will do my utmost best to propose a capital punishment. I recommend decapitation. Either that or just do what you do with most witches back in Salem. Burn the witch! Well, that's certainly one way of solving it. If my death will cause the rest of my power to go to her, it'll be safe to bet that the reverse holds true, too. But more than that, more than the pain or death, she violated my body and soul, Kenji. She rendered me a helpless, wasting existence who didn't even remember her own past. I'll have to have her head for this. Off with her head, I say. Off with her head. More than pain or death. I won't try and understand that kind of pride you possess for your name or your family. I'll just try and leverage off it. But do keep in mind what you say to me. That would be disrespectful, wasting away our efforts in saving your life. I'm most certainly... I didn't mean... Just Amber. Tomorrow is literally the last useful day for Cinder to try and make her plans happen. And that plan end goal is getting to your body. I know. At this point, she could either do a make or break last attempt, or she could make a run for it. Either way, please value your life above everything else. There will be other opportunities for revenge. I wasn't going to do anything foolish, silly. Yeah, still. Promise me that no matter what happens, you'll protect yourself before anything else, okay? Anything at all? Yes. Promise me. I promise. Good. Now I got that settled out. Let's go get some food. I'll prioritize my self-preservation. That's all I needed to hear. Now I can fight without anything else weighing on my mind. And what about Penny? Okay, there's one other thing weighing on my mind, but at least now it's a little bit later. Okay guys, I'll cut you back in when the next part of the event involving Amber and Cinder takes place. See you in a bit. Okay guys, and we're back. Now this takes place a little bit after what we just did with Amber. I skipped the things I have to do with the Atlas Soldiers because that's got nothing to do with it. It's just like a little bit of extra dialogue. But yeah. What do you mean, no? Exactly what he said. You're not getting your share until you become older. Oh yes, the whole... I earned that money, it's mine. That's what kids do. Even I used to do that when I got my Holy Communion. I got a lot of money. And I thought I spent it all, but I swear I probably didn't. My dad probably used it and probably just didn't tell me. But like I said, it was years ago. I probably did spend it all and didn't know. But you made money using my image. It's all stuff that looks like me. Ooh, oh, this is bad. Nah, you're cuter and much grumpier. Indeed. You do have a right to the cut of money we made off your merchandise, but that doesn't mean you can spend it whenever you want. Why not? Simple. Always could have money for a rainy day. Everyone has it. Everyone. It always smells like money tucked away somewhere. Because you've never had a budget money in your entire life, so giving you free access to a large sum of it will probably have you squander it on sweets and shaved ice. As for the time being, you're just getting a bigger allowance, okay? I wasn't going to. Ah! I hate you too! Love you too, Pipsqueak. It's adorable. Huh, well, that'll just be before Professor Peach, gets her hair color back. Feels so strange looking at her, look like she's gone Ultra Instinct. Or she looks like she's a member of the Silver-Eyed Tribe. And where are you going now, little miss? It's late. We gotta get back to the lab ship. I'll come when I've calmed down now, shoo! Alright, but don't try not to be too late. Think of the poor pilots. Your face is poor! That was a pretty poor comeback, Janara. Stupid Pete, stupid Titania, stupid. Making me feel like a little kid. I'm not a kid. I'm a human grim hybrid. What's going on? I have no idea what I am exactly. I mean, I know the technicalities, but I don't know why. Are you here to clear that up for me by any chance? Ooh, Salem. It's time for the two halves to meet. A younger, chibier version versus an adult Salem. Let's do this. So you could hear me. Yeah, but I couldn't really acknowledge your call or whatever in front of them. And to be honest, I wasn't really sure I wanted to either. You're Salem, aren't you? Yes, I am. Let's go to the observatory, just in case someone walks by. You're the only one who can see me, Janara. I figured, still, do you know how weird it'll be to see people talking themselves? They'll probably think you're just a little girl with an imaginary friend. Won't be too weird. Very well then. Let's be off. This'll be interesting. I'm not sure this got anything to do with Amber and Cinder's group. I think it's just a nice little introduction to kind of gets the ball rolling a bit. Janara, who gave you that name? Beats me. The name, the day I opened my eyes, I kind of had it in my head. So I guess it was Agni or Wiser. I don't know. I see. And do you know the significance of it? It has some kind of special meaning. In a way. It's a word from a language that hasn't been spoken on this planet for a long time. It means door. Seriously? That's her name? My name is Door. Seriously? I mean, some names are pretty odd. I mean, think about it. Jean's name means yellow, Saffron means orange, I think. And yeah, there are several different names that are colours. It's just how the way things are. After all, most French names are actually named after colours, like Rouge, Noir, things like that. I think it's kind of cool when people have their names after colours, and it's just how they say it in their native language. It's cool. Afraid so. Still, it makes sense, considering why you were created. So you know, the kind of magic we and Agni possess is not diluted like that of the maidens. It's much more purer. We don't have the same restrictions as they do. Our scope is nearly limitless, provided we can gather enough power. In his confinement, Agni barely had enough to try and contact me. That was only after the strength of his prison was weakened. He contacted you? What did he want? A body. What else? You refused. I would rather replace every strand of my hair with poisonous snakes made of hot copper than with one of his kind in any way. Well, the brothers really put the hatred of gods in you, didn't they, Salem? And that makes you sound like you want to be a Medusa. In my opinion, a very, very tragic story. Seriously, if you look up the true history of Medusa, you can't help but feel bad for her. Ugh, Jesus. Like, you've got to feel bad for her. Like, most of the people who get screwed over by the Greek gods. Except Orpheus, at least, you know, Hades was being legit with him. Seriously, just watch some true Greek mythology history. It's fascinating. Oddly specific. Oh, I've actually done it to someone else. Rather amusing, especially when they started tearing in their face. Ooh, you're a messed up lady, you know that? Anyway, he created you either hoping that your body could host him at his full power, or that you could summon enough power to make him a suitable body. Either way, you're decades away from being able to do the latter, eons from the former. And that's how I ended up in Peake's housekeeper, a failed experiment, as that jerk put it. Foolish spore. He doesn't realize what he's discarded. And you do. Janara, what do you think I am? A very, very angry grandmother? Seriously, most people think that Salem is actually the ancestor of the Ark clan, which is kind of an interesting premise, but I kind of like what they did with that. It's kind of cool. An older, scarier version of me and Ozpin's ex-girlfriend or something? Ha! Knew it! How? He took me on a play date, gave me shaved ice. Shaved ice? I knew that was your thing. The way he treated me and talked to me and all that stuff we knew about that Cinder lady. It didn't take much to put two and two together. You're a smart kid, Janara. You're a smart kid. The way he... I mean, you treated me like I was his daughter. Get your mind out of the gutter, lady. Ew. Yeah, I doubt the guy's a rock spider. Yeah, that's a, a slang term for someone who's interested in children. Yeah, it's Australian. I picked it up while I was watching crime documentaries. Anyway, if you were together once, how old are the two of you? Why does he look normal while we... You look like me because of agony wanted you to. Probably his sick idea of a joke, possessing someone in the visit of one who refused him help. And for the other questions, that's a long and complicated story. There'll be a time for that later. That's not why I'm here. Then, why are you here? You asked me if I knew what that fool discarded, Janara. You're an extensive that... existence that shouldn't be possible on the monkey-infested rock any longer. Our race, what you call magic users, are almost went extinct before the dawn of humanity. For the longest time, I was the only one left. What I want is for you to come with me, Janara. To be another one of your servants. To be my equal. Or more. You want a daughter. Which isn't such a bad thing. I've always been interested to see what would happen if Salem got a daughter. Maybe she'd mellow out and wouldn't be so evil. It's an interesting idea. What do you mean? Let's just say that there's one difference between you and me, that it very well makes you even greater than me one day. But that is only if your powers are cultivated, if someone shows you the proper way. And that someone would be... you. Who else? Ooh, don't do it, Janara. This is just bad news. Bad news. I don't know. What about Amber? Who? Oop, wrong thing. You don't even know her name. Remember when I said that I don't know if I wanted to talk to you? What about it? On one hand, sure, I have so many questions knowing why I was created just to open yet another can of worms. On the other hand, they've hurt her. They've hurt so many other people, and they did it because you wanted it to happen, because you asked for it. Of course, you got attached to some of them. Sorry, guys. You're damn straight I got attached. They've helped me and saved me and they're going to leave you behind. Or you're going to leave them behind. Or not. I don't have time for this, nor the patience to deal with your childish tantrums. Well, I am a kid, so tough luck. Fine. I'll wait for you to grow up then. I'll give it 3 years tops. But you'll come around. You wish. Until then, try and be careful. I'll be watching, but I don't have full control. Before I go, got any other questions? Can't promise I'll answer misbehaving children, though. This is interesting. Just one. And what is that? The process that made me and Titania. They use dead bodies as a base. Since I'm the one who came out of a magic user, that would mean they used the body of a magic user to make me, so... The wheels turning in Salem's head. Do you know whose body it was? There are two possibilities. One that's quite difficult to believe. And the other that I'm not sure I want to. Your daughter's, isn't it? There she goes. That was unexpected. Alright. Well, guys, I'm actually going to end the video here. I know it's been a bit of short video than compared to all the ones I had previously, but I just wanted to do these because I felt like that was a nice little indication between Salem and Cinder, and of course, Amber and Janara. Like, they're basically... It's kind of an interesting concept, so I thought it'd be fun to explore that part. I'm not sure if it's got anything to do with actually the story itself, but I thought it'd be fun to look at. So that's it, guys. This is GF, And I'm out of here. See ya.